Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Planescape Torment. So this is going to be kind of a bit episode, as I'm just going to go through and, I'm catching up on things since the game was deleted, and I had to reinstall everything. So I lost my save. But I went ahead and I talked to the Dustman, who owns the contract, and I basically backed him into a philosophical corner, and I didn't think about recording it until after I finished, but this is us going ahead and turning it in. So we did promise not to tell him that his wife was involved. So I guess you're going to have to put up with me reading. You see Angyar. He doesn't look any better than before. As you approach him again, he turns slowly to face you. His face tightens. You again. Didn't you hear me the first time, you pox-ridden dog? Get out of me house. So help the powers, I'll carve you where you stand. So we show him his contract. As you pull out the contract, the blood drains from out of Angyar's face. For a moment, he seems at a loss for words. Then his temper quickly resurfaces. Where'd you get that? By the powers, you best tell me. And then we're just gonna
updated my journal.
So we tear it up. You tear up the parchment, and Angyar's eyes follow the bits of paper as they float to the ground with a desperate look. He shudders slightly, then straightens, as if a great weight was lifted from him. Yeah, he looks like he's about to thank you, then stops and stares at you suspiciously. Nothing's free, not in the hive cutter. So I mean, we could do this free and expect a lot of rules to change in the hive while he's around. But helping him might help us later. Let's go for 2. Um, so information. Can I ask you why you signed the Dustman contract? Perhaps it's a sheer amount of riches and wealth that surrounds you that distracted you. He snorts. We have less than nothing, and I need a jink. It don't seem to matter too much at the time where it might come from, and selling me body to the Dusties a lot more honest than most work around here. I saw one of them zombies on the streets a half month ago. One of them zombies that worked for the Dusties, and it stabbed me in the heart. I knew I'd made a mistake. I didn't want to be any part of that after death. Is Nafis familiar with... Yeah, I'm just kind of going to read through. Skim it. It seems not important. I have no idea if anybody cares if I'm reading it. Aye, that name be known to me, and I'm not a fond one. Name it is either. What can you tell me about him? He's one of them collectors, and with the long shadow, has quite a few boys at his beck and call. He may not be lord of the realm, but he's not a smart one to tangle with, lord or no.
Updated my journal.
You know where I can find him? Aye, but I wouldn't be doing you a favor telling it. Yeah. One of my kin fell into his lot a few months back and spilled some of the dark of old Farad. To hear tell, Farad's actually got his kit buried somewhere under Ragpicker Square. To get to it, there's some kind of portal you need to jump through while carrying some junk in your hands. Okay, that was loud. So I've changed the settings so it now rests until everybody is healed. And if you have magical spells, then it casts everything, healing spells. Then it casts those to heal as well, and then rests to recover them. The way you do the thing. So let's get out of here. This might be a place that we can rest. And then I'm just going to finish catching up. And then I will resume recording if we do anything else that I did differently than the last time. Alright. I have no idea if we came in here before, but let's go check it out. All right, this is Shalindra. Okay, we've talked to her. Ooh.
Done.
Nothing. Alright, so never mind. Alright. So I did a little bit of looking around. And this is another thing that we can resolve that would be different. So we have that box to deliver here.
Updated my journal.
Well,
All right.
so now
All right.
let's get out of here, I guess.
All right.
Okay, so let's look at our thing. So now we have to deliver the box to Braskin. Southwestern section of the hive. Okay, so that's what? Off this way. I think for the most part we've caught up to where we are. So
Done.
we've talked to her. Talked to Iron Nails. So in this section, there's a tall, commanding guy. I need to go back and do that. Craddock. Okay. Let's all right. So this is another thing that I don't think I've looked into. Braskin. Uh, I was asked to deliver this box into your care. Well, why didn't you say so? So hand it over and you can be on your way. As you present the box to Braskin, his expression changes from one of anticipation to that of amusement. Whoa there. I won't fall for that trick a second time. Put that thing away and leave. I don't understand. Why won't anyone take this box? First Kuatra, now you. Did you say Kuatra? Braskin lets out a great bellow of laughter. Why, that's the fellow who bought the box off me. Thought he got the best of me when he bought it. I guess he figured the gem alone was worth more than the price he paid me. Poor fellow didn't realize what he'd gotten himself into till it was too late. Just what's so horrible about this box? You mean you really don't know anything about that box you're holding? Well, I guess it won't hurt to tell you what I know. First off, just don't get any ideas on your head. The curse on the box only affects the current owner of the box, and to be the owner of the box, you have to willingly take possession. There goes the idea of just leaving the box for someone else to find. So what's in the box? Now that's a good question. The box has been around the hive since anyone can remember. There are many rumors flying around. As you can imagine, over time the truth has been warped a little bit further with each retelling of the story. Go on. I've heard a story about that box, and they all seem to have a recurring theme. The name given to that foul thing is Mordor's box, and the owner of the box will die should he or anyone else open it. As to the contents, who knows? Some say it's an ancient dragon, while others say it's evil soul of Mordor himself. I cannot tell for sure, but just by looking at it, any soul can tell it's something evil.
Updated my journal.
So let's go talk to Sholindra. I have to say though, I'm inclined to just kind of
All
like
right.
open the box because I can't die. Um, so she was what, down this way?
Done.
So the other thing that we can do out here was looking at our quest. Prayer beads, red and black. These are red and white. Uh, He's a member of the religious order, you fool. That necklace you stole is their most holy relic. If it isn't returned, the rest of his order will come looking for you, and they don't have any reservation about killing thieves. The man's eyes widen. Now, we would just keep in the relic for him. He reaches into the fold of his robe and pulls forth the necklace, which he hands carefully to you.
Updated my journal.
I hope that's enough to call off the rest of his order. Perhaps a donation to their cause and order as well. Might help smooth things over and ward off any curses that might come your way. Curses? The man makes a semicircle over his heart. Oh, now, wouldn't want any of that. He reaches into his purse with the belt and hands over several copper coins. Take it with me, blessing, Governor. Tell him no harm was meant. Your donation's appreciated. Alright. So that was cool. I think he was off this way.
Done.
Maybe I could gut a Dusty. Looks like the Dusties lost one of their deaders. I can't find any deaders.
So
Maybe I could gut a Dusty.
we're looking for Porphyron. Dustmen. Where was he? Is he off this way? Yeah. Here he goes. You see Porphyron. He is still standing grimly on the street, paying no heed to the passers-by. The web of his the lines on his face are staggered into a series of bright angles. This one addresses you, Porphyron. As you speak, the angles in Porphyron's face relax into a series of strange curves. This one would ask, do you have the neck rope of beads that was stolen?
Updated my journal.
This one sees what you hold. Those are the beads once missing. He takes them from you. You notice his hands have the same tracery of lines on them in his face. This one has a question. How did you get the beads back? This one would know. One who fights with words carries a name in the order of Erit Ag. Breaks into angles again. Those are called diplomats. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do that.
Done.
So let's find Shalindra.
see that?
Oh. So I think that means that we're here, and I think that we need to go here. Yeah, I think this was her place. And yet another interruption. A person cannot even find privacy within one's own home. Please leave before I summon the guards. Or better yet, I'll try out a new spell I've been toying with. I wish to learn more about this box. You hold out Morador's box for Shalindra to examine. Ah, yes, I remember this box well. I acquired it some time ago. What do you wish to know about it? Where did you get it? Let me think. I don't recall whom I got it from. I just remember that I was down in the marketplace looking for some spell components when some person offered me this box. After testing the box, I found it to be cursed, but was intrigued by the spells woven into the box, and so I purchased it anyway. So if you were so intrigued by the box, what made you decide to give it away? I was young and brash back then. In my relentless pursuit of knowledge, I carelessly undid one of the spells. Look closely at the box. It was like new when I had it. The signs of decay are an indication that the spells are weakening. I realized I was in danger if I kept the box any longer, so I held a contest to get rid of it. A contest? The most expedient way to get rid of it. I simply invited all the bashers in the hive to fight each other to determine who was the best. Bashers are notorious for having big muscles and not much upstairs, if you know what I mean. They came like flies to honey. I offered some money and the box as a prize. I believe some basher named Braskin won the prize. Seeking to remove yourself from this box, huh? The spell is the worst of them all. Basically, that particular spell draws energy from the current owner of the box and uses it to power one of the spells of confinement. That isn't the worst of it. The fiend inside can smell the energy, would more likely hunt down that person should escape. It really is a no-win situation to own that box. Either it drains you dry of your energy, or the fiend within kills you. The only thing that I have been able to learn is its name. It's called Morador's Box. As to who this Morador is or the origins of the box, I don't know. Can we get rid of it? I'm not strong enough to fight or banish such a creature. It's been ages since I've been there, but there was a cathedral located in the middle of the Alley of Dangerous Angles. A priest or someone who gains their power from a higher source might be able to help you.
Updated my journal.
So now we need to go into the middle of the Dangerous Angles. But I think that we've caught up. I'm going to save the game. New save. We'll just call this recovery. So I hope you liked this episode. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns, they're all things that can go below. And have a great night.